Welcome to the next 5-minute mobility. We are in the month of November right now. So we are going to get started. I'm going to have you find a wall behind you. You're going to sit against it with your lower back nice and flat on the wall, and you're trying to get your elbows and your knuckles against the wall. And you're going to reach all the way up over your head as far as you can go, and then come back down. Now the trick with this is your lower back's going to try and leave the wall. So you want to keep it nice and flat against the wall. You should feel a really good stretch between your shoulder blades with this one. Good. On to the next one here. We're going to do a child's pose with a little twist. Not an actual twist, but you're going to get into a child's pose position, and you're just going to try and lift one shoulder off the ground with your thumb up, and then lift the other shoulder off the ground. We're going to alternate this for 30 seconds. Now about 5 seconds left. Good, next one we're going to go into a cobra pose here with your feet nice and flat against the ground, and we're just going to hold this position. Allow your hips to really sink to the floor here. Breathe in and out, get a nice stretch in that lower back. Got about 10 seconds here, and then we're going to go into a downward dog pose in 3, 2, 1. Curl those toes under, and you're trying to push your head through your hands here. Ideally, you're trying to get your heels flat to the floor. You can kind of alternate one side and then the other. That feels comfortable. Or you can just hold in this position. Either one. I like alternating. Gives me something to do. I'm going to alternate side to side here. Good, next one, let's hop forward here. And we're gonna get into a nice pigeon pose here. And all you're gonna do is, you're gonna try and lean your shoulders forwards towards the floor, and then back up. Nice and slow and controlled here. Feel a nice stretch in your hip. The further you can go, the better. Go ahead and switch pockets. Same thing, you're up nice and tall, hands on your hips. Moving forwards towards the floor. I don't have a lot of range of motion in my hips, so my knee is pretty bent. You can bring your foot further up for more of a 90-degree angle on this, and you'll get more of a stretch. But I've got mine kind of back towards my hips here. Okay, let's get into a squat position here. And we're just gonna start by kind of holding this position and rocking side to side. And then our next one, we're gonna add a little bit to it. So just rock side to side into the squat. Feel those ankles move. Got about 10 more seconds here. Push those elbows into your knees. So now from this position, you're gonna try to reach one knee down towards the floor, and then you're gonna switch to the other knee. Just pop it down and tap it. Pop it down and tap it. Just like that. Nice and slow and controlled. Good. Next one we're gonna do is a windmill. I'm gonna open this up a little bit. You're gonna have your feet nice and wide, hand up, and you're gonna reach this hand down towards the floor. And you're tapping next to your foot down there. So hands up, reaching, and tap. Stand up nice and tall. Imagine you've got a plate of dishes in this hand up here and you don't wanna spill it. Go ahead and switch sides. Try not to spill that plate of dishes in the other hand. I'll show you a little view of that hand as I come down. Right there. Don't spill that plate.
Activity completed.
All right, so that ends our 5 minutes of mobility. Feel free to go through it one more time because 5 minutes, sometimes isn't enough. Try and get through it again. And if you have any areas of your body that you feel you need more work on, let me know.